Out for free. Little kids get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk, go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, Common Clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do. When it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, chill with you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of two games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Packers going up against the Bears. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Rodgers now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So opening drive third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
carry now for Jordan Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 57 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's gone. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. K.D. Cannon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent. And they had
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A give to Howard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Play action. It's Goff. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he is knocked down from the side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and 10, Goff again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something,
well.
and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Super 66.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Goff now looks to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Super, 2, 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Goff now on second down. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
On first down, they run with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Goff now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Nick Perry coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
The guilty party, Chance Warmack, the guard out of Alabama. Play action. Here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he comes back with one complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And that one for the 49ers now a 2-touchdown advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, 8. Back to throw. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Play action. It's gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 43 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on second down is gone. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Goodwin able to haul it in. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Green Bay first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff going up top. Time for a break. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Ty Montgomery and the rest of his offensive mates to take over. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try to create some room, and allow him to go to work.
And Olsen over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Throwing now. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. Got some real estate inside the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Again, it's Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
This one is right through. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.